What a way to ring in the new year, right?
Aren't those tater tots?
Yeah, Sonic was all out of onion rings. That would have been better. Hello all, I'm Josh. This is Josh Builds Stuff, and yes, I know that Sonic Burgers and Sonic the Hedgehog are two completely different entities, though I did learn a fun fact recently. Did you know that like 80% of the burger meat that Sonic uses in the restaurants is made from actual hedgehog? If you think that's gross, you don't want to know what the other 20% is. Okay, that was almost the last fast food reference we'll make in this video, because today, of course, we are talking about the all-new Sonic the Hedgehog set from LEGO Ideas. This set just released January 1st, 2022. It's another 18+ set because LEGO knows that they can easily capture the nostalgia of all of us millennials as long as they release sets based on things that were from the 90s. This set contains 1,125 pieces and costs $70 here in the US. Like I said, this is a fun way to ring in the new year, pun intended, because Sonic likes rings, not onion rings, but we'll talk more about that in a second. This set captures the Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog, like the first Sonic the Hedgehog ever made in 1991, meaning I was 4 years old when that game first came out. And now I'm remembering after getting this set that I actually do have a lot of nostalgia for the Sonic franchise. We may talk more about that in a little while as well. This set's like purposely labeled as Green Hill Zone and even has like some connection points that look like it could be expanded or extended. Who knows if we're gonna get more Sonic stuff. I think this set has sold relatively well, so maybe LEGO is waiting to see that data. We will see. I think this set is a nice size. I think it's really well done. I think it would make a nice little display piece. It's instantly recognizable. Obviously the first level of the first Sonic game ever released, as far as I know. You got recognizable elements like the loop-de-loop and the little spring thing and the rings throughout, and obviously that bright green color contrasts really well with Sonic's little blue hedgehog self. And speaking of blue, Sonic the Hedgehog the movie missed a perfect marketing opportunity. When that movie was coming out, they partnered with a fast food joint to promote the movie. Can you guess what the fast food joint was? That's right, it was Jack in the Box. Naturally, they were promoting their tiny tacos, which Sonic loves, right? Wrong. Sonic loves chili dogs. Everyone knows that. And also, Sonic the restaurant sells chili dogs. They also sell ocean water, which is just a big blue sugary drink. It even turns your tongue blue. Look. It also gives you a little burst of energy when you need some to do something like this late into the evening. That being said, the tiny tacos at Jack in the Box are actually, they're okay, but not as good as chili dogs from Sonic. That may also not be true either. Sonic fast food, it doesn't sit very well at my age. Anyway, I do have opinions about this set. Initially, I like it a lot. It is a good size, it displays really well. You can also play with it a little bit as demonstrated by my children. I like the characters that are included, I like the setting that's included. I don't love the depiction of Dr. Robotnik there, but overall I think it's really good and it is a nice depiction of the original LEGO Ideas fan-submitted set. But I'll give you my full opinions on this set and we'll take a closer look at some of the details contained within right after we build it. In a speed build, that is, gotta go fast. That's what Sonic says. I'm hip. The build for this set was good and not good. So I guess the build for the set was okay. Honestly, I was surprised for 1,100 pieces that it took me like a full 2.5 to 3 hours to put this thing together. I definitely underestimated that time constraint. Overall, the build techniques were nice. They were fun because it is like this interesting, long, skinny design with bricks on top and the sides, and so there were a lot of very interesting techniques. You got the loop-de-loop going, the bridge, the tree, and the different varied creature elements and stuff. Those were all a lot of fun to build. However, there was an enormous amount of tedium in this build because in order to achieve that cool brown and lighter brown checkered pattern across the front and back and sides and top of this build, well, that involved stacking a whole bunch of little 1x1 plates on top of each other, like sets of 2 1x1s on top of each other, and then doing that alternating all over this build, and that got tiring and a little painful to the fingers real quick. So that repetitive checkerboard pattern was my least favorite part of the build, but like all of the other elements in here, Dr. Robotnik and the creatures and the rest of the level elements and stuff, those were all a lot of fun. Also, you got like a single Chaos Emerald per every bag of the build. There were 7 bags throughout this build and 7 emeralds to collect in all. That was a fun little thing going on in this build. Let's take a closer look at the details of this set. We of course get the course itself. We get Sonic and his Chaos Emeralds and then a little Mr. Roboto on the side. Sonic is cool. As a minifigure, they have him displayed on like a little angled piece there to make him hovering. He's got like side printing on the shoes even going on there. That's pretty neat. Otherwise, I think he's very similar to like the original Sonic minifigure, but with like slightly better printing. I don't love this depiction as the rings, like the life preserver pieces. That's a little weird. I do like the Chaos Emeralds that they were all included. Like I said, you get 1 emerald per like bag in the build. That was like, I guess it was like you were collecting them all, but it's not like someone wouldn't open one of the bags and would miss out on collecting one, so still a nice little touch either way. Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, is included with his Eggmobile, as I have learned that it is called. I think that Eggmobile is fairly well designed. I like that this little guy can pop out with his like little skinny minions, groove feet. What's that guy, Despicable Me? This guy kind of reminds me of him. I can't see past that weird the holes in the face as looking like noses and mouths. Like this guy just, it does not come across well as like an 8-bit kind of character. This little thing looks nothing like Jim Carrey. As for the course, I like it. Here's that checkerboard pattern that I mentioned earlier. That part was very tedious because it's not 1x1 tiles. Each of those are 2 1x1 plates stacked on top of each other. And there's some stickers in there, some other combination of those brown pieces, but that part took a very long time to assemble because it is the front and the back that has that same thing going on. I like that this is kind of a 360 build, even though it is like a 2-dimensional game. It is still like 4 or 5 pieces wide there. I like that. And then of course we get the little creatures. Come on, little dude. We get a little crab guy, and we also get the little bug man here. Really? Come on. We get a couple of classic Sonic enemies depicted here. This one, I think he's called Crab Meat, one of those little robot crab guys. I think it's a great little use of parts and pieces. He looks really cool. Up top, we have the little Robo Bug, as I believe they are called. Got the little like rocket engine parts in the back, little horns in the front. He even comes with an alternate face tile that you can change out for him to make him look, I don't know, happier or angrier or whatever. Fun little inclusion there. I like the other little details included here. You got a little palm tree, a couple of those little hovering rings. This thing's like the little checkpoint guy. We've got a couple of those, like, what are they, like booster things with a couple alternate plate faces that you can put on those. That's fun. The loop-de-loop, classic Sonic the Hedgehog. We've even got a little spring here, which kind of works, doesn't really work, but like there's a little trigger on the back that you can push and fling Sonic somewhat upwards, I guess. Like I said, doesn't work quite as well as it does in the game, but this, it's a little hard to get him to be on there and then hard to flick him in a good direction. Anyway, that was pretty good. I like the inclusion of these couple of stickers here. On the front, you got 3 lives as Sonic. On the back, there's even like, I don't know, I guess we can call it an Easter egg depending on how well it will focus here. It's like the high scores for the game. I believe those are probably references to something. Maybe the 91 is a reference to the year that the original Sonic game was released. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe those are like designers' names and stuff, but that's a cool little thing to add on the back there. The set actually sparked a lot of childhood memories for me as I was building and after I was building, because my 4-year-old was like asking me a bunch of questions about the creatures that were in it and what was going on and what you did in the Sonic games. He was familiar with the Sonic character because he has access to YouTube at this point, but I had kind of forgotten how much Sonic I had played as a kid. Like I said, I was 4 years old when the first game came out. I had the Sega console. I played a bunch of the Sonic games after that one, even the one with the big cat that did a bunch of fishing. That one might have been my favorite one. I also had a probably repressed memory come back to me throughout this whole process because I remember that I had dressed up as Sonic for Halloween from like 1st till like 4th grade when that costume would no longer fit me. I would run everywhere in that thing. I realized now I was probably running from something or from someone, but when you're dressed as Sonic, you gotta go fast. I even called up my mom to ask, hey, do you have any old pictures of me dressed as Sonic the Hedgehog? And she was like, is that the only reason you call us anymore? So you can get some pictures for the little bits that you do in your little videos? And I was like, no, Mom, that's not the only reason I called. Don't you even want to know how your father and I are doing? And I said, of course I do. How are you guys doing? She said, hold on, your father's in the front yard. I'll go get him. So I hold on. And we talked, long story short, they're doing fine. The weather's getting colder in Georgia. My father recently mowed the lawn. Shouldn't have to do it for a long time because the grass doesn't grow quite as fast in the winter time. Yeah, I was Sonic for Halloween for a long time. So overall, I really like this set. I'm really glad that LEGO chose it as a LEGO Ideas project to become an actual set. It will be cool if we get expansions for this set, but I'm not holding my breath on that quite yet, though I think if that happened, this set may go up in value. Maybe it'll go down in value because there'll be more Sonics out there. Who knows? I don't know that this set will have a permanent place on display in my home anytime soon, but in any case, I am glad that I own it. It definitely like satisfies that little nostalgic bug that I've had lately. Oh, just like this little Moto bug here. Really? Again? Man, what's this now? A game over in my own video? Can they do that? Is that a thing? As always, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. We got plenty more 2022 sets still to build and review. I'll see you next time.